Good morning, Facebook neighbors and YouTube neighbors. Josée here. First of all, I want to apologize because I missed a few days. I had some health issues. And at one point, I thought, oh, should I finish? But you know what? The Miracle Morning book from by Hal Elrod is so worth continuing. Um, First of all, I also want to recommend anyone who wants to shake out of if you're feeling like you're in a stuck, let's say stuck. um, this is the book that will motivate you to move forward and shape up or ship out. This young man had a car accident, severe car accident, when he was 20 years old, and he thought he was going, well, actually he did die for about 6 minutes, and then he has come back from this horrible time, and he talks to you. He tells us how he overcame all this, and that's not the worst thing that happened to him. So that part I won't tell you. You have to read the book. Highly recommend it. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And now we are reading chapter 6. Chapter 6 starts off by saying the Lifesavers 6 practices guaranteed to save you from a life of unfulfilled potential. And the word savers, I don't even think it's in the dictionary because it's an acronym. Savers. And we'll find out what each letter stands for in the next few days. Starts off with a quote from Jim Rohn. Success is something you attract by the person you become. And the other one is Robin Sharma. It says, an extraordinary life is all about daily, continuous improvements in the area that matters most to you. I love that. So it starts off stressed, overwhelmed, frustrated, unfulfilled, blah. These are a few unpleasant words that provide a rather unfortunate but fairly accurate description of how the average person feels about his or her life far too often. You and I are undoubtedly living in one of those most um, prosperous, advanced times in human history, with more opportunities and resources available to us than ever before. Yet most of us aren't tapping into the unlimited potential that is within every single one of us. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Are you? The potential gap. Have you ever felt like the life you want to live or the person you know you want to be are just beyond your grasp? Do you ever feel like you're chasing your potential? You know it's there, you can see it, but you can never quite catch it. When you see people who are excelling in an area that you're not, does it seem like they've got it all figured out? Like they must know something you don't know, because if you knew it, then you'd be excelling in that area too. Most of us in life, most of us live our lives on the wrong side of the huge gap of our potential, a gap which separates who we are from who we can be. We are often frustrated with ourselves, our lack of consistent motivation, effort, and results in one or more areas of our life. We spend too much time thinking about the actions we should be taking to create the results that we want. But then we don't take those actions. We all know that we need to do what we need to do. We just don't consistently do what we know. Can you relate? This potential gap varies in size from person to person. You may feel like you're very near your current potential and that a few tweaks could make all the difference. Or you might feel the opposite, like your potential is so far away from you, who you've been, that you don't even know where to start. Whatever the case is for you, know that it is absolutely possible and attainable for you to live your life on the right side of your potential gap and become the person you are capable of becoming. Whether you are currently sitting on the wrong side of the Grand Canyon of your potential, wondering how you're going to get to the other side, or you've been working your way across the canyon but are stuck at the plateau and haven't been able to close that gap and get the next level, this chapter will introduce you to 6 tools that will enable you to go from where you are accepting less from yourself um, than than what you know is possible, to developing yourself into the person you know you can become. Your life is not what you think it is. Most of us are so busy trying to manage, maintain, and even just survive our life situation that we don't make the time to focus on what's most important: our life. What's the difference? Our life situation is the rest of external circumstances, is a set of external circumstances, events, people, and places that surround us. It's not who we are. We are more than our life situation. Your life is who you are at the deepest level. Your life is made up of the internal components, attitudes, and mindsets that can give you the power to alter, enhance, or change your life situation at any given moment. Your life is made up of the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual parts that make up every human being, or pies for short. Pies: physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. The physical includes these things like your body, health, and energy. The intellectual incorporates your mind, intelligence, and thoughts. The emotional takes into account your emotions, feelings, and attitude. The spiritual includes intangibles such as your spirit, soul, and the unseen higher power that oversees all: God. Your life is where your ability to create new feelings, perspectives, beliefs, and attitudes in your inner world lies, so that you can create or alter the circumstances, relationships, results, and anything else in the external realm of your life situation. As many sages have taught us, our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. By focusing time and effort each day on developing your pies and constantly becoming a better version of yourself, your life situation will inevitably, almost automatically improve. I can assure you that through my own transformative journey, from the depth of mediocrity, justifying my excuses and living most areas of my life somewhere in between mediocrity and average, to achieving goals that at one time seemed impossible for me, your commitment to daily personal development will be as instrumental for your transformation as it was for mine. Time to save the life you deserve to live. For too many people, the extraordinary, fulfilling, abundant life that they really want, our level 10 life, eludes them because they're so overwhelmed and overrun with their day to day life situation. Their life situation is eating up all of their time so that their life and what matters most isn't getting attended to. In order to save your level 10 life from being neglected and limited by the demands of your life situation, which ultimately leads to a life of regret, unfulfilled potential, and even mediocrity, you must prioritize and dedicate time each day to your personal development. Enter the Miracle Morning Life Savers, a set of 6 simple, life enhancing, life changing daily practices, each of which develops one or more of the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual aspects of your life so that you can become who you need to be to create the life you want. Remember, when you change your inner world, your life when your outer world. Well, let me start that over. Remember, when you change your inner world, your life, then your outer world, your life situation will improve in parallel. Here are the 6 potential proven personal development practices known as the lifesavers that you'll use to gain access to the powerful forces already within you that will enable you to alter, change, and transform any area of your life. Let's look at each of the 6 personal development tools that make up the lifesavers and how each will help you become the person you need to be to easily attract, create, and live the most extraordinary life you have ever imagined. The first S is savers. The first S of savers. Nope, it's not sleep. Sorry. While I know many people would love if they could sleep their way to success, unless you have been uh, cryogenically frozen and are awaiting a large inheritance at the time of being thawed out, life just doesn't work that way. S is for silence. And we'll read about the letter S for silence tomorrow, but I will add the 2 quotes here. One is from Mahatma Gandhi. In the attitude of silence, the soul finds the path in a clearer light, and what is elusive, and deceptive resolves itself into crystal clearness. The other one, the other one is Matthew Kelly. You can learn more in an hour of silence than you can in a year from a book. So there you go. That's the beginning of our S is for silence, and we'll read about silence tomorrow. All right. So thank you for joining me again, all my followers, and I look forward to tomorrow to read again. And again, thank you for your patience in continuing this book. I'm feeling 100% better, and tomorrow is another day. And so God bless everyone. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Please leave your comments and I can answer any of your questions. And we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Take care now.